What's up, everybody, and welcome to the official PlayStation podcast of the KT Data Network. On today's show, Drew loves sheep, Rachel levels up with the Glacier White PS4, and Jeff realizes his guardian looks like a Twilight vamp. Sweet. All this and more on episode 26. Welcome, everybody.
Hey. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 26 of the LittleBigKast. I'm your host for today's show, and my name's Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi,
you
Jeff.
You guys know that? Very cool.
What?
Hi, Jeff.
With me today, as always, trying to think of the right word, the educator extraordinaire, Drew Tyler.
Yes, thank you. I like extraordinaire. That's good.
That's a good one, right? And our Latasian friend.
Latasian, I haven't heard that one yet.
Rachel Hernandez. I just made it up on the fly.
That's good.
Genius.
It's good. It's better than Agino.
Asian.
Rice
bean burrito.
Something. But whatever it is, we are all happy to be here with you today. So thank you for joining us.
And Jeff's joining us from clear across the country. That's how cool this podcast is.
I know.
Yeah,
that's how much we love you all.
Over the last couple, months?
Month and a half, yeah.
I've recorded as many times away from a microphone and from home as I have from home. So hopefully I don't sound like garbage.
You're all right.
I'm told that the video feed looks much better today, which is weird considering I'm in a dumpy hotel. So that's cool. It's
Go dumpy hotel. You have some nice pictures in the background, though. I'm always interested to know about the cute things that you have. What's that one? So I
surround myself by fine art.
It looks like an orange box with a black
everywhere.
line.
You guys want to see my my Destiny setup?
Yes. What is this?
It's a chair and a side table that I put a pillow on for my feet while I play Destiny.
That's the way.
Because you know what? I don't care if I'm traveling all over the country. It's Destiny week.
Was that your carry-on? I have to know, how did you package that? How did you carry that on? Because I would be super nervous.
I was super nervous, actually. I was actually quite terrified. I threw the PlayStation 4 in a laptop bag, rolled up in a blanket, in my backpack, carry-on.
Brilliant. As a carry-on on top of it. Nice.
I'm hyper paranoid about it. And I also, when I got my PlayStation 4... I never buy insurance for anything. I totally straight up bought insurance for this. Wow. But I was like, this is one of those things that if it breaks, Claire will not let me replace.
Wow.
So, but I had to risk it because Destiny.
Because
Destiny.
So I guess, I could just kick my...
Yes.
I'm just going to kick my week off. I'll just go first today. We'll
this
kind of
guy.
throw a wrench in the normal way that we do things. So,
Twist.
Washington, D.C., I'm here, I got here Wednesday. I'll be leaving Sunday at 10 o'clock p.m., so I'll be arriving back home around midnight. Which, can I just say, air travel is a miracle. Sitting in a metal box flying through the air, that's amazing.
It
and
really
I don't know
is.
how something that is that amazing can make so many people insane.
It's true.
Flying in an airplane makes people lose their freaking minds.
You recline your seat on me? Have that! Here I come at you!
They start shaking their chair. And it doesn't make any sense. You are literally experiencing a miracle that for the previous
thousands
million years, everybody ever always wanted to fly. Guess what? You get to do it. And you're bitching about it. Makes no sense whatsoever. We need to be happy that we're flying. People need to be civil to each other and not be scowling at the parents with their crying kids. You knew you were going on an airplane, people, bring some earplugs. Not rocket science. Anyway.
I'm with this guy.
That being said, I'm just doing, at home, I'm doing a lot of, show reconciliations and stuff and getting caught up. Kind of still playing catch up after the crazy hell month of August. And yeah, happy to be here in DC. This is the same hotel I stayed in a couple of months ago, and I really dig this place because there's a Chipotle's next door.
Yes.
Nice.
As far as gaming, Destiny. That's it.
Enough said.
And we will kind of get into that a little bit later as far as our topic of the week. We're just going to kind of give our impressions, having had now 2 or 3 days each on the game. So that's been my week. Who wants to go next?
Rachel can do it.
Okay, we'll break it up.
Well, I don't know. I have some pretty sweet news.
Let's do it.
So step number 1, I bought a Glacier White PlayStation 4. I know.
On credit, right? With good looks.
I know. Well, that's what it was. Yep. Nope. I spent long and hard looking for the Glacier White one. But no, not really. I went to Target, and there they were.
Nice. Really? They had it just right there?
Yeah, they really did. So they had 3 in stock.
Oh my gosh. Does it look as sexy in real life as we all expected it would?
So sexy. But as I messaged you, I plugged everything in, and I had the hardest time figuring out how to turn it on.
Show us the controller, Rachel.
Show us the controller. Where are the buttons? There were no buttons.
Sleek and sexy that you can't tell that the buttons are even there.
This is how I turn it on every time. I just graze my hand on it. Just every single time.
You can't say PS4 on. You can't just talk to it like some people.
PS4 know, on. Some things.
Some things you do that.
Bought a PS4 with Destiny. I was kind of regretting the decision after I saw my bank account after the purchase. But after playing my 3 hours of Destiny so far, I don't regret it at all. Not in the slightest bit. Everything's beautiful and it just runs so smoothly. And believe it or not, I might have mentioned it before. But my favorite part about the DualShock 4 is that light bar. I think it's the coolest thing ever. Seriously.
It's cool.
When your ghost turns on the flashlight, the light bar goes white, and then when your health bar is done,
noticed that it seriously does that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it totally does. And then it's cool to play in the dark, and then it goes green when your health bar is done, and it's awesome. I think it's really cool. Just the little things, I guess. Besides that,
so I've been playing with it through my headset. Can you set it up so the ghost speaks through your controller? Because that would be amazing.
Probably. I haven't messed around with it a whole ton, but probably. I didn't even play with the dashboard or user face. I've hardly touched it. I just went straight into the game.
I don't blame you.
So that's where I've been.
Awesome.
Before that, however, I played. I finished episode 3 of The Wolf Among Us. So that's pretty cool. I'm hanging out with Bloody Mary and fun stuff like that.
Oh yeah!
Finally turned into the big bad wolf. That was pretty sweet.
That's the dope, huh?
Right. It was pretty sweet. So we'll talk about that when Drew decides to play the game. I've officially made my most ridiculous drink at work as well. And this lady's slowly starting to become a regular, and I just want to spit in her drink so she never comes back.
Oh.
But it's the most ridiculous thing, and she's awful for making us create it. So
what is it?
Was it 100 pumps?
No, it's half soy, half non-fat. So for one, that doesn't even make any sense.
Right.
For half soy, half non-fat. So we have to steam 2 different pitchers of milk for her. And then she has us steam it at 190 degrees. So her milk's curdled. It doesn't even taste good. And then, this is the worst one, she asks for no foam. No foam. And when you aerate milk, it naturally creates foam. Right. And at 190 degrees, it creates a lot of foam. So she's the worst human being to ever walk through Starbucks.
It's trying to personally bankrupt that one store.
She's awful. I hate her. And I cringe every time I have to make it.
You should spell her name wrong.
Right? I know. Isn't that the greatest video?
It's a really good video.
Just ruined it completely. But I think I'll start. So, yeah, that's my life. Pretty much just Destiny, Wolf Among Us, and a little bit of school here and there.
And Rachel, can I say you sound awesome tonight?
Yay! Oh, yeah. And I got my microphone finally came in the mail. Yay!
Yay.
So now we all have matching mics. Yay!
Yeah.
I've also jury-rigged some CDs so I don't get the shock thing KT was complaining about, so we'll see.
Are you wearing clothes?
He's kind of a complainer.
I am.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
I thought this was a special kind of show. I didn't get the memo. I was like, hold on a second. We're doing
Drew's down for a naked
topless
show. Awesome.
Well, just your hair fell right across your straps on your tank top. So I was laughing. I was laughing at that. Sorry.
So humorous.
I'm just trying to get the views up. Okay, so I've been working on a couple of side projects. I've got one this is like I do a lot of side work. This is the one client that actually pays me what I ask. And so if I put 6 hours into a piece for them, it is worth $600. So finally, this is the one person that I can get. And the only reason why is because I have a producer who negotiates it for me. And she's the one that deals with it. For some reason, I cannot ask somebody for my full amount. Like, this is what I'm worth. Oh, but I'll give you a deal. I do that with everybody. So I'm happy to finally have some gigs that pay what they were supposed to. But then I decided that.
Why is that so hard?
I really don't know. I don't know. It's hard.
I find myself doing the exact same thing all the time.
I really feel like I should be able to say, no, I'm worth $125 an hour. And if I do that project, it's going to be $14,000. And they'll be like, no, then we don't want your help. I guess that's probably where my fear is like, I'd rather have the gig than no gig. Anyway, So I'm flat broke, but I'm sitting around thinking, man, if I had something to incentivize myself with, I could, dangle a little carrot in front of myself and I could get some work done. So I bought Destiny also because I get a free, upload it from forward from PS3 to PS4. But really, it's just been a distraction because I haven't worked at all on what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just playing Destiny. I got to level 5 and I was like, yay! Oh, it's 2 a.m. I should go to sleep now. So anyway, other than that, school's going awesome. I have some fantastic, amazing classes this year. I mean, all the way from my basics to my media writing class are awesome. Just good discussions, good dialogue. And even that Studio 676 team that you both know and love.
What's up?
They're amazing this year. Just a great, huge crew. So life is good.
Yay!
What else did good with the hashtags?
Yeah, life's good. And then I did a little Comic-Con last week. Ran through. Yeah. I was there for two whole hours with Katie and Rachel shooting for KitCast. That was about it. That's about all I got out of that. So
and I was enjoying all your photos and being jealous.
That was good.
Oh yeah, I had a military weekend.
Oh, where did you go? Way up to Washington
State. Yeah, just Washington State bull crap.
You and your Washingtons.
Is that it, Drew?
That's it. That's it.
Then, Drew, I'm going to pass it right back to you.
All right, I will carry on.
For this week's news.
We've got some good news today. I love this kind of news. So 5 solid news articles, which I will run down for you right now. First one, no surprise, but yet really cool news. It's Destiny related. We call this one Destiny Inbound. Coming straight from Bungie. Destiny, more Destiny. They brought out the carrots and now they're dangling them in front of us. They've announced events and raids and lots of fun to be had in the days to come. So if you roll down that, you can see that they've got a raid on the Vault of Glass. They've got some Queen's Wrath. Just these events, things that like increase that storyline to become so much more than it is. So what do you guys think about that? That just was announced today, right?
Yeah. Be excited is really all. Be excited. It's only like day 3, day 2.5, and they're already giving us so much to play with.
Yes,
I'm excited.
Which sounds almost like unwatchdog like.
Ugh.
Right? I mean, kind of like this is like, hey,
we don't speak of the W word.
So what's funny is like this. I mean, Watch Dogs was a game created for like the hyper completionist, and Rachel bailed on it.
Oh man, when I spent like 12 hours on it and I found out I was only 60% done, I just wanted to like stab my PS3 right there, give up on life. That's why I have commitment issues. That's truly why I have video games.
Video games.
Well, I'm glad you moved on. But so as far as the Destiny stuff goes, I think it's awesome. One of the things that I really loved about Mass Effect was that they were having like community events going on where like, hey, kill this many of this character and you'll upgrade whatever weapon. And it looks like these guys, Destiny's going a little bit further. So like September 12th through the 14th, they have a salvage event, which basically is saying the Arax of Dead Orbit covet rare artifacts. And it says Guardians fight to claim the salvage relics on small to medium-sized maps in intense 3v3 objective modes. Secure the relics, disrupt enemy probes, destroy the opposition. You get Crucible gear, Crucible marks, and Crucible reputation. And it's stuff like this that keeps people coming back and keeps the game relevant long term. And that is, I think, going to be key for Destiny. Like, I have several friends that are already level 20. And
What?
so
Have they no life? Have they nothing else?
Destiny
crazy.
is life.
To already be level 20
Is a dream.
is like, well, so what's cool about Destiny is they've done such a good job. And again, we'll just move on. We'll talk about this in a minute.
Well, yeah, we got a whole game coming up, so we'll just jump past that. But yes, this is something that they've done to incentivize people to get them, to keep it real, keep it learned. So it's working. It's fantastic. News number 2, we call this one "More Damn Zombies."
Poor Drew.
This was just from a tweet. Dying Light is a game that they've, I guess it's been in the works for a little while, but they've up the release date to January 27th. So January 27th, we'll probably be seeing Dying Light, which is basically, as I got it watching the trailer, there's a hybrid game here where you fight them during the day and you hide from them during the night. Like, it's kind of this like first-person shooter running around in the daytime, putting together weapons and killing zombies. And then at night, you try and hide and stay safe while you're not getting killed by zombies.
Yeah, it's supposed to be kind of like a scary version of Far Cry 3. With zombies. So at night, they actually become more powerful. So during the day, they're the slow, cathartic kind of zombies. And at night, they're the fast, kind of scary, freaky zombies that you just want to avoid. And so this is one that I think looks cool. Drew hates zombies.
I hate zombies. I absolutely.
What? Drew hates zombies? Since when?
And you know what got me? I was watching the
news flash.
Breaking news. There was a trailer, so I was watching the trailer, trying to get a feel for the game because obviously I'm not in the zombie world, so it wasn't on my radar. But I watched the trailer, and in the middle of it, while it's slashing and hacking people up, it has this like word crawl. It says something like "creative brutality." And then it shows all these like kills where like special kneecaps blow up and brains fall out of their head. And I was like, really? This creative brutality?
All of a sudden, Drew's like, "Oh, you've piqued my interest."
Let me learn brutality.
More. No, I was like, what? I don't, yes, thank you for mixing it up so that they don't die the same way every time. But anyway,
creativity.
Well, thank you, Drew, for the news flash on the.
I don't like zombies.
Drew hates
I think it's
zombies
really cool that they released it over Twitter. However, just
that is cool.
Little
quick one picture
cool
leak.
Little. That's all. That's it.
Yep. Very cool. All right, moving on. Number 3. This one is Internet TV Lives. From the New York Times, straight up New York Times, Viacom just announced that Sony's going to be offering 22 channels on a streaming service in the near future. By the end of this year, channels are not coming from a cable company. So this is kind of a big new thing that all of a sudden we've got content that'll be coming from Viacom, and the list of channels, I don't know if that's been released yet, but basically it's a whole lot of content that you don't have to pay a cable provider for. So if you're a cable cutter and you are living off the internet and you're Netflix, Viacom basically has agreed to throw 22 networks onto this service. And I believe they're in talks with Discovery Network and a couple of others to get other channels on there. But that means that, and no price has been set really, but that means that for probably less than the $80 you're paying right now for cable, you can have your cable. You can have TV.
Down with the cable companies.
Yeah. It's a racket. It's a racket. Anyway, what do you guys think of that? Cool? Yes, you're on. We cut. I've already cut I have a cable, but I never watch it. So I have to pay for my internet. All right. Awesome. Number 4.
Yeah. That's the scams though, right? Is like they're like, oh, well, I called a couple weeks ago and was like, hey, I want to lower my cable bill. I'm paying, or not my cable bill, my internet bill. I'm paying too much. And they're like, oh, well, we can actually keep you at the same price and give you cable television for $30 less a month. And I'm like, why would you do that? It's just to wrap me up tighter in their freaking chains, dude. Take that crap.
It's true.
Google, please liberate me.
Do it.
Gosh.
All right. So another news, number 4. This one I call it. What's a million? What's another million? Guardian announcing that the UK units, PS4 UK units, they've sold 1 million in the UK of PS4, and much of that is thanks to, you guessed it, Destiny.
Yep.
It worked for Rachel. You're not in the UK, but it may work for me at some point soon.
So
number 4, we've seen tons of sales going on, so we won't spend much time there. But last one, number 5, this one, delay of the week. Coming from Eurogamer, announcing that the Shadow of Mordor has been delayed for Xbox 360 and the PS3. This is a game developed by Monolith. They're the guys that do Fear, F-E-A-R. Is it okay to call it Fear, or can I call it F-E-A-R? I don't know. But it was expected to come out at the end of this month for all the consoles, at least in the US. And now PS3 and 360 are getting pushed clear into like late November. The PS4, the Xbox One, the Shadows of Mordor will still be coming out, but it's a little brutal game, but it's like you're fighting orcs.
So it's actually it's really cool. So it's not canon Lord of the Rings gameplay.
Right. It's like the world of. Right.
So it takes place in the world of, the Lord of the Rings, and it's actually built on the same engine as Assassin's Creed.
It looked very very similar in except for the orcs. Like right here, you can see that there's
the decapitation.
Jeez.
And the camera work looked very similar. So I watched it, and then it gets gory.
It'll be interesting to see how it turns out. A lot of people think this is going to be a really big game. So I would love. I mean, I think the Assassin's Creed style gameplay is a lot of fun. So I would love to, see something like that.
Okay, I think it's great too. But interesting, the news world is that it's the delay is happening for not the most recent gen. Like they're delaying the PS3 version, so they obviously had things in the bag ready to go for the next gen stuff. I don't know. Do you still call that next gen? The newest gen? Current gen. So us oldies are
just
now.
Drew. You.
There's a shift there, right? I mean, they're just saying, okay, we've got to delay this. This is the one that we worked on second. It's going to get done second. So there you go.
Oldies, Drew.
That's nothing, right? I'm an old man.
I still like Motown.
And that is the news.
Oh, yeah.
Bam, bam,
then
bam.
we'll kick it to Rachel.
Meezies.
Dance.
Okie dokie. So we have September 16th is Naruto, and then Anomaly 2. September 19th, we have our Awesome Flockers game about the sheep.
Oh, those sweet, awesome flockers.
I know. Also, Air Conflicts, the Vietnam Ultimate Edition. September 23rd is the day. There's a few things coming out. So Disney Infinity 2.0, FIFA 15, Arcana Heart, I believe Flockers again, probably for the PS4 or the PS3. Why is it on there twice? Well, we'll never know.
Are any of us going to play it? Nope.
I don't know, man. I do love sheep. I mean, what I mean was...
Drew doesn't like zombies, likes sheep. Sheep fetish, creepy. Okay.
Wool.
Wool.
I love the feeling of wet wool.
Wet wool.
Yee. Also, September 23rd is Fairy Fencer F, which is a lot of Fs. Don't mind my sniffles.
Especially when you're talking about sheep.
Sheep and fairies. That's a dream come true.
Fairy Fencer F. Is that like a fencing game? Like grab your foil and your
JRPG. Dito's reviewing it right now for the site.
Okay. So, that was my second guess because it has a letter in it.
If all else fails, it's probably a JRPG.
Yep.
September 24th is Dark Souls Dose, also Defense Grid Dose. September 30th is Persona 4. Right, Persona. Natural Doctrine, which got pushed back. It was originally coming out September 16th. So Natural Doctrine is now coming out September 30th. Also Falling Skies, Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment, and Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor for the current gen systems.
Yeah.
The end.
Very cool.
Thanks, Rachel.
So is the Sherlock Holmes based on like the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock Holmes, or is it totally its own story?
I feel like it would be its own story, but honestly, I don't know. Because those Cumberbitches, I don't know.
Is RDJ going to be a part of that? Because he's the only Sherlock I've ever loved.
Dude, Benedict is way better.
That voice, though, man. That voice. Smaug, I've never heard a dragon sound sexy until he was the voice of Smaug. Let's be real.
It's like, I
can't.
I'm okay with that.
It's true, though. It's awesome. It's just the voice. I don't even like the physical appearance, just the voice. I've
Googled it now, and I don't know if it's going to answer your question, but it says majority of gameplay involves exploring crime scenes and examining clues. Once discovered, they're added to a deduction board, and the gameplay mechanic involves linking pieces of information together to lead you to possible different deductions. Once they're connected, you have a full tree of deduction. Then, depending on how you interpret the clues, you can have different conclusions.
It sounds like something Drew would like.
It does. I'm totally thinking, wow, what a great
He's like, wow, this sounds awesome.
Yeah. Although it's like math class. Get me out of here.
Deductions, reasoning. Blah.
So I will be exploring this one for sure. You guys know me so well. You make me blush.
That sounds like a nightmare to me. Gosh,
we'll be playing something else with zombies, probably.
Yeah.
I'll just be playing Destiny still.
Yes. Probably.
All right. So speaking of Destiny, I think we've each had at least a couple of hours with the game now. Rachel's finally made the jump to the current gen.
So
Drew's hashing it out on the PS3
alone.
So
let me make a big plug here. If you want to play with me, please add me. I'm at Night20 or KNITE20 on the PS3. So if you're playing in that old world with me, I'd love to have a fire team. These guys all are doing their own thing. Come play with me.
Well, you mean our own thing together? I think you're the one doing the. Is there tons of people in the tower? How many people do you see? Like, is there still like a lot of people?
Be. I mean,
I see quite a few.
There's a whole crap ton of PS3 owners, so people are playing it for sure.
Yeah, cool. I see about 40. Now, when I played my campaign stuff last night, when in the beta, I'd see 4 or 5 guys at a time, no matter what, whether I was with you guys on a fire team or by myself. But this last stuff I played last night, I only had 1 or 2 other people on the entire map. And one of them, I don't know if I stole somebody, like I shot somebody he was going to kill or something, but I walked away to go play over, like go look into the ocean, something or other. He comes running over and he punches me, and then he runs back to the fight that he was punching, like he was fighting. And I was like, it was like Journey-esque, because I was like, what, did I do something wrong? What, am I supposed to come back with you? Like, do you need my help? I don't understand what you just tried to do. So I punched him, and then I started fighting with him. So.
See, and that's exactly why we don't need voice chat. Like, so they've actually just started a petition for Destiny to have voice chat enabled for everyone. So when you run into people, you can just voice chat with them, and that is exactly why.
Yeah, I'm sure it would have costed me.
Like,
yeah,
I'm not up for 14-year-olds and 6-year-olds cussing me out while I'm trying to play a game that I enjoy.
Me either, or hitting on me, because that's already happened to me. So that's awesome.
Really. Already?
Yeah.
Who are these retarded people?
I don't know. I was playing by myself because Jeff was working and KT was probably working. So this guy was like, hey, let me join your fire team. And then we got in a chat, and he was like 12. And I heard his parents yelling at him. So it was awesome.
Come and get in and eat your fried chicken.
And Michael, come here and eat your chicken. I'm like, oh, okay, you got to go. And then I bailed as soon as I could. Now's my chance.
That's Rachel ditched the pubescent teen. Sad guy.
I pulled my little girls in, and because I really wanted to play right after I bought it, and of course downloaded it all night and then installed it all morning. So while Stacy was at school, don't tell her, I sat down with Sky and I was like, "Hey, you ever heard of what a Let's Play? This is called Let's Play. You watch, I play." So she sits next to me, and because she wants to play, I tell her that she's the ghost. And so as it's going, this like opening scene and going through, I was like, you get to be the ghost. And so for the rest of the day, she would say things that the ghost was saying. Shouldn't go in there, Daddy. Or, like, I have a bad feeling. I just said, I have a bad feeling, Dad. It was just funny because now if she sees me playing, because I played a little bit after dinner again, which is strange because I usually don't play any sort of shooting games when the kids are awake. But I was just really desperate.
Or at all.
Aliens are different.
Okay, yeah, right. Aliens are different. Anyway, so
that was actually. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but she climbs up next to me and she's like, "Daddy, where am I?" So I have to like stop and do a dance or something so that this ghost shows up. I'm like, "You're right here. We're going in together. Help me out now." Anyway, super cute. Still killing people.
Adorbs.
So I wanted to ask. You said that you've been playing Crucible, right?
I did a couple last night, yeah.
Because like, I've known you for a little while now, and I've never known you to be a PvP first-person shooter, battle it out in the
Look at that face.
I'm not. I am so not. The ones I did last night, it was like, hey, I really want some of the Crucible marks so I could use it. Like, I just want the marks. I have bounties for the Crucible. I was like, let me try it. Not only does it make me sick because it's so much faster paced, but I cannot shoot to save my life. Playing capture the flag style, right? Where you're trying to hold down these zones. I don't know the maps very well, and so I'm just wandering around. And every time I get somewhere, even on a screen with somebody else, I'm dead before I know where they are. I'm that bad. I got 3 kills. They got like 30 apiece. So baby steps.
You'll get there.
Honestly, I'm not very good at this Crucible either. I'm figuring it out still. I did way better in the beta than I'm doing now. So
really,
I don't know if that means they're just way better players currently than there were back then, but yeah,
there's a lot of level 20s now. Before everybody kind of capped at 8, and that was it in the beta. And now all of a sudden I'm looking around. It's like, well, of course you killed me. There's no fair. So I just ought to stay out until I'm bigger.
I actually have not touched the Crucible yet. I'm afraid I'm gonna get like Halo 3 flashbacks to when I was getting sniped every 2 seconds. Except I haven't touched it.
Nobody sits still long enough to set up a snipe or be sniped. I tried that for an hour.
That's funny.
But it's enjoyable. It's very good.
So we are all enjoying it, correct?
Very much. Very much. And I think I really love comparing it to the beta and just kind of saying, oh, did they update graphics or what else have they done besides just, the campaigns that we've done. But it was kind of fun to see what got freshened up. And I don't know, there's some enjoyable stuff there. I'm really enjoying the storyline and following it along and building up the character. It's fun to have the ktdata.net like group in the app. So we're all like there with what we're doing. Even if we're not playing together, we still have like this team of titans and warlocks. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, so warlocks and stuff and titans and
man, I should have been a hunter. I love my warlock. I love my warlock, but I feel like lame that we're all warlocks. I'm like, I should have been a hunter because I also really like their capes, but I also really like my warlock. He's pretty awesome.
I just like the magic and the cape and I like being a warlock.
Yeah,
no regrets.
So we just need more. We need our Twitter followers and our other friends to join us on the fire team so that we have a LBK crew that is well balanced and
well diverse.
Yeah, I'll lead an PS3 team and you guys play ahead on the other team.
Sad.
So what's great though about Destiny is that even if it takes you a month, 2 months, 6 months, whatever to get a PS4, whenever you upgrade, not only is the game going to be free, but like your character goes with you too, and that's not something I've ever seen.
Right, that is nice.
Your character stats will go with you wherever you go. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's probably what convinced me to go ahead and do it now, because I figured, okay, eventually I'm going to get a PS4, so why bother? But when they announced not only the free like game straight across, buy it now, use it later, but then upgrading characters, it was like, okay,
right, you don't lose your progress.
Yeah, take it with me. You can take it with you.
Definitely. Very cool. So we are going to cut the show a little bit short today because we all have a little bit of Destiny time ahead of us.
And not that it's 1 o'clock where you are in the middle of the night.
That's also true. Do you want to know how late I was up last night? Not even playing Destiny. I got in bed and I was just like thumbing through channels and ended up watching garbage television.
I hate hotel garbage television.
Until 5 o'clock in the morning.
And then you manned a booth by yourself for most of the day. Hey, come over. Let me tell you about this. I've got to hold on. I got to say something.
You want motivation? I've got motivation right here. Yeah, so I'm a little tired, but it's whatever. It's 1 o'clock and I'm drinking this. So
oh my gosh!
Cheers.
Destiny.
That's how I stay alive. So So yeah, thank you for joining us today. As always, feel free to comment either in the video on YouTube, on ktdata.net. You can tweet at us at LittleBigKast. You can also email us, littlebigkast@ktdata.net. There are so many ways that you can interact with us.
Talk to us.
And if you're playing Destiny, let us know what you think. Tell us about it. Let us know your impressions, what you like, what you don't like. And we'll kind of get into that again probably a little bit next year. Those are Rachel's guns she's showing off for everyone on hashtag muscle swag. So, for all of us here at LittleBigKast, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And bye-bye.
Good night. You guys freaking rock.
You rock.
Jeff didn't even talk about his vampire.
It's a great show. You have a vampire whore? What?
Leave it alone, KT.
Vampire what?
Tell us about your vampire whore.
So we were comparing each other's characters, and I was like, "Oh, the EXO's so much cooler." I was like, "At least my character doesn't look like someone who came straight out of Twilight." And Jeff's like, "I can't look at him anymore."
That's why he wants to be a hunter.
Seriously.
That was an a-hole thing to say.
That's really funny.
He's like purple and has white hair, and I just thought Twilight.
All right, now I gotta pull up your picture. Is it in our feed somewhere?
No, but he looks badass. So
He's not a vampire.